With us here in studio is Marc Belzberg, the chairman at Onefamily, an organization that offers social, financial and emotional assistance to victims of terror, as well as an entrepreneur and philanthropist. Thank you again as well for being here. There is, for lack of a better word, a situation of complete chaos and uncertainty. We have tens of thousands of soldiers, of reservists on the front lines. We have families that are displaced, literally been ripped apart from the fact that their loved ones have been murdered, kidnapped, or are either missing. The country's political, economic situation, the country is in a disarray. How is the organization trying to assist with this? And you've been doing so for decades. Why is this time different?
Well, Onefamily has been dealing for the last 22 years with individual events that occur in the beginning, they would occur perhaps every week or two, after that every month or two, and then much later even less. When you're dealing with one-offs, it's very, very, very different. But the process or the message that I think we bring to the individuals is the same message for the group of Israel as a unit. And I think it basically, I'll start by telling a story that I think gives you the whole picture. My son, when he was like 4.5 years old, my wife tells me, I was out of town, my wife tells me he cries at night. I've asked him why, he doesn't tell me. So one night when I was back, I put him to bed, and he burst into tears. And I said, what are you crying about? He said, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And I said, I hope I won't, but if I do, there's other people around who are gonna take care of you. It won't be the same, it won't be the same. We took him for a evaluation, my wife and myself and him, and at the end of the evaluation, the doctor said, the problem is very simple. You're bringing home to your table all the stories that you have during the day of this one was murdered, and this one was kidnapped, and this one was killed, and you don't talk about that stuff in front of the kids. Just keep them away from it completely. Okay, here it's different because it's on every TV. The pictures are on every TV, and there's no way you can keep them away from it.
Never mind TV, it's on social media, which is exactly where this generation is getting it from. It's on TikTok videos, on Instagram.
Right, absolutely right. Okay, absolutely right. I think the answer is a fewfold. Okay, the first thing is kids need to know that their parents are there to protect them. Kids need to be smothered in love, and mom and dad have to tell a little kid, I'm here to protect you. And if they feel protected, whether it's an illusion, okay, if they feel protected, they'll have an ability to function. Okay, on the issue of the chaos in the country, that's really on a massive scale. I think that one of the problems that Onefamily will have in dealing with the future cases is that they're all coming in at once, right? Instead of piece by piece. But the strategy that we use, and I think it applies to the whole nation. The strategy we use is people need to feel comforted and they feel safe. How do you feel safe? You feel safe as you have friends who are with you, and you feel like we're in this together. It's not just me by myself in my house. You know, you're my neighbor, I can go to you. You're my friend, I can call you. The whole of Israel is in this together. If we could have that kind of attitude, which I think, by the way, we do today, there is a sense of the unity of the people of Israel. Thank God.
Camaraderie. Right,
camaraderie. But it's a support group. It's a massive support group where people need to feel that if something happens, they know where they can go. They know who they can call, and that gives them a sense of peace and a sense of quiet.
In the 30 seconds that we have left of the broadcast, I want to ask, you mentioned all of us being together, and I think that's how we will truly recover from this. We're a nation that survived the horrors, and we're built off the horrors of the Holocaust.
Right.
We have to survive this as well.
We will. We will. I would just say one more thing. What gives me courage, right, and to go on, is being a student of the Bible. I feel like I'm kind of I'm living in a movie. Right, the Bible tells you what's going to happen and when it's going to be the Jews will be gathered into Israel once again, and there's all these prophecies what will happen, and you can just wake up in the morning and read the prophets and read the Bible, and you say, I've got the movie. I know exactly what's going to happen next, and I have a sense of confidence that we're going in the right direction and it's going to end well.
Marc Belzberg, the chairman at Onefamily, an organization that offers social, financial, and emotional assistance to victims of terror, an entrepreneur and philanthropist. As an Israeli, want to thank you on behalf of the state for the incredible work that you do and continue to do, because at this time it is so needed and just so important. And thank you for being here as well.
Thank you for having me.